Now again, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this once again. Not here to disrespect someone's, religion. If whatever religion you're in, I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm here. I just want you guys to really start to use your brain. Use your brain, and try what I said earlier. Try the experiment of stay away from any other kind of stimulation, any Bible reading, anything, and start to focus on something that you would had a passion for, or have a passion for right now, and see how you will be the best at whatever it is, whatever you're striving for. If you're trying to be a baseball player or whatever, I don't know, athlete, something, or heck, if you want to go ahead and lose some damn weight, if you feel like you're fat or something, I don't know, if you're overweight, get rid of all the craziness that's around you and focus on that and see how you perform. I'm pretty sure you're gonna start seeing results for those 30 days. What, like I said before, whatever you give your energy to, you're gonna start manifesting it. You're gonna start living it. You're gonna start thinking about it, dreaming it, all this other stuff, right? You guys have to use your brain, my ladies and gentlemen. Now this is not the devil speaking to you. This is not Satan saying for you to stop reading the Bible, or this is not Satan talking right now. If you want to call it Satan, call it Satan. I don't believe that there's a Satan man running around here. I believe I believe there's positive in people and there's negative in people. If you want to call it negative Satan, go ahead. But I believe there's positive in people and there's negative in people. I think we kind of give that Satan guys too much credit. We give him too much credit when it's really us doing the wrong. We blaming a lot on Satan, but not taking responsibility for ourselves. It's all us. It's all us. Stop blaming Satan. It's the evil within people. The people that are moving on their negative nature, that are using their negative nature for no reason. They're being manipulative and being shisty and uh being roaring lions, if you want to call it. They're being roaring lions themselves. Stop blaming. We need to stop blaming an outside source, right? It's if you want to call it the devil within us, call it the devil within us, because each and every person has the devil in them, right? They have, like I said before, we have positive in us, we have negative energies as well. We need to kind of release all these energies, literally, but you don't want to stack pile up on negative energies, is what I'm saying. And here's my thing, it's all in the brain, is what I'm saying. It's all in the brain. So if we're storing negativity in our subconscious, most likely we're gonna have nightmares. We're gonna have nightmares, right? Understand the power of the brain. Understand the power of the brain. Now, I'm not saying the Bible is evil, and it's not. It has some things in it. It has some evil, not really evil, but it has some scary aspects to it. You know what I mean? And on the aspects of hell and all this other stuff. Yeah, no, you may gonna have a dream of being in hell, in a sense. If you really ponder and live in that kind of fear, you're gonna have dreams of hell eventually. Trust me. If your heart is there, you're gonna dream up of hell, and you're probably gonna be in it, and you're gonna be in so much fear. That's the last thing I want anyone to be in, is in fear, right? If you're gonna it's the same thing like watching a scary movie. If you watch hella scary movies, you say you like scary movies, you're gonna have a nightmare eventually, because you're downloading it in your mind. It's there. So most likely in the near future or in the future itself, your mind is going to create a whole scary movie episode. And if you're reading the Bible at the same time, most likely you're gonna have hell in there. And most likely, if you continue to read the Bible, you're gonna have some angels in there as well coming to try to aid you in a sense. And then you got demons in there. They fighting neck to neck, sword fighting, boom, boom, boom. And then you're gonna start to see David out of nowhere. Here come David with his slingshot. He's slinging, slingshot some rocks at some demons. And a whole movie in your head. You're gonna start waking up. How heart is pounding because it felt so real. But why does it feel so real? Because you're giving your heart and your life to these words, these scriptures, these movies, these videos, these every single thing you see out here, everything, these people that you meet each and every day. You're giving your time and energy to every single thing out here. I mean, try it. I mean, all I want you guys to do is experiment. Experiment one time. Just I would say if it were me, I would quiet myself for at least 24 hours. Don't look at nothing, no social media, nothing, and then go on this 30-day fast and start to focus on one thing. One thing. And I tell you for sure, because I've tried it, that you're going to be dreaming up a lot of these things. Now, like I said before in my last few recordings, these dreams don't mean that you gotta go. These dreams don't mean that they're real, is what I'm saying, and that you should go. That these are gonna be revelations. You know what I'm saying? These dreams don't mean that they're gonna be revelations. No, your dreams are a byproduct of what you experience in the wake up world. Trust me, it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, the brain is so powerful. So it's so very powerful. So most likely, if you in the wake up world, if you focus on healing, like the healing of the body, right, and you go to sleep, most likely your body is going to heal, bro. Powerful. If you have diabetes or cancer or anything like that, if you meditate while in the wake up world, you start to meditate, you start to breathe, you start to inhale and exhale in the wake up world, and you start to talk to yourself and telling yourself and telling your body, telling your conscious to start to heal and to heal itself. When you go to sleep that night, most likely your body is gonna, and 100%, your body is going to start to heal because you have said it constantly in the wake up world, in this reality. Remember, I said this before in my last recording. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. And I believe life is when you sleep. The real life is when you sleep, man. When you go back to your slumber, because that's where you're healed. That's where you're healing, right? That's where you're healing at, right? That's where the life is. When you wake up in the wake up world, man, you gotta dodge death each and every day. You're dodging death each and every day. You're literally on your way to die. But if you focus on healing and you start to really ponder and meditate on healing or anything at all, the subconscious is downloading all of that, and you're healing and you're being better. You're gonna start to be better in life. You're gonna start to win. You're gonna start to win financially. You're gonna start to be happy because you're understanding how the brain works. You're focusing on happiness, right? So say for instance, Say for instance, for those that don't read the Bible, but you know that there's a God, but you're focusing on the goodness of God. If you're focusing on the goodness of God, then that's probably the best approach. If you're focusing on the goodness of your creator and how he is the healer. If you believe that the creator sends his angels down here to guide you and heal you, man, that's the best approach if you could think about it. Because life is what you make it. If you believe that, life is what you make it, right? But if you're read, let's say if you're a Bible reader or any kind of book reader, and you're sowing negativity into the planet, you're preaching death to anyone, or you're gonna die soon and stuff like that. What good is that to helping people? You're sowing fear into people, is what I'm saying. Oh, but Daniel, people should know that the coming judgment is coming on. No, we don't need to ponder on that because it may or may not happen. It may not be real. You know, we got to understand and put ourselves in the perspective of John and Matthew, Mark, and Luke. If those are persons that wrote those books, because we at the end of the day we don't know who the authors of those books really are. There's no author of the Bible, literally. There's no author. And there's no forward saying that these events actually happen. It's crazy how much research I have done. There is no concrete evidence that these things actually happen. Literally, there's so much questions, right? But as I said before, we have it. It's here. It is. So we understanding the power of your mind, man. Understand it and look for it, and try the experiment I was telling you guys about. Try it. Excuse me. So yeah, I thought I had more to say. Maybe I'll make a part two or something. Um, but if you're listening, just listen to my voice and see how calm I am right now. I'm very, very calm, and that's because I just meditated. I kid you not. I meditated before. I've been meditating a lot. And what I mean by meditate, I just sit there, man. I sit there. I close off all for a second, for at least an hour at least. You know, I cut off all stimulation, any video games, any movies, videos, whatever I was watching. I sit there for a second and just you know close off. Close off is what I'm saying. You don't have to meditate for too long. All you gotta do is sit there and just fast for maybe 5 minutes. Just fast, chillax, and get back to a level of where the dopamine is low. Because everything we read, everything we absorb, the dopamine is elevating, and it's going higher and higher. And I don't recommend stimulating the dopamine too much, because it's just gonna want more and more and more. With the dopamine, you ain't thinking. If the dopamine is high, you ain't thinking straight. Trust me, because you're looking for that next fix. You ain't thinking straight. You ain't thinking rational. If that dopamine is high, I tell you that much. That's why fasting is a good thing. You gotta fast sometimes. Fast from junk food. Fast from the junk that you absorb. Everything. So we gotta get to a point of calmness, and just don't be obnoxious at all. You know what I mean? Whichever side you're on, I like to put myself on the outside of everything. Um, Not to boast and not to be, I like to put myself on the outside um, of everything, so I could actually look from different perspectives. So I just plead with my listeners to not be rude to any person, to any Christian, to any atheist, to anybody, no one. If you guys have different ideologies and different thought processes, be respectful, man. Be very, very respectful. I hope and pray that I wasn't too disrespectful in this sense. I'm not attacking Christianity. It's the last thing I want to do. I'm not attacking any religion. I just want my people to get to a point of understanding how your brain works. Understand how your brain works, man. Try my experiment for 30 days or more and see how your life changed. I'm like, oh wow, you might see what I'm talking about. To me, like, man, this is just how I feel. This is my opinion, man. I feel like this world we live in is the Matrix. The world we wake up to is the Matrix, man. We're just avatars walking around here, man. We're little avatars, little spirits in bodies walking around here playing our part, man. Playing our part, man. Everybody's playing you listener, you're playing your part. Whatever you're at right now, if you're driving, you playing your part. You going to work right now or coming from work, you playing your part. You going back home to your family or children or whatever, you're playing your part. You're an avatar. Nothing's wrong with that, but just understand it feels like this is a matrix in a sense. You're once you wake up, you're plugging back up. Here it goes again. We gotta fight life. This is life. We gotta fight it again. Here we go. It's like another go round in a video game. You know? It's like another go round. Up, here we go. We gotta start from that save point. That checkpoint. Let's go. We continue. Boom. Let's try it again. We're plugging back into the matrix is what I'm saying. All the time. Or every time we plugging right back in the video game. Navigating this life, man. Sometimes, I just had this thought earlier, man. Sometimes I feel like I said before, we're so tiny, man. We're like little ants. If you were to size up the Earth and the Sun and the Jupiter and all those other planets, the Earth is very tiny, right? Which means humans are very, very tiny. We're like ants. Sometimes I feel like we're in a little petri dish. We're in a petri dish somewhere in the universe, and someone is looking down on us from a telescope or something, or from a microscope. Some beings that are bigger than us. We're probably in a little classroom right now being looked at by a bunch of kids, giants I should say. They looking down at the earth of these little tiny little people, human beings. We're being researched on, and these giant little kids, these beings in the classroom, are just looking at us and laughing at us and like, yo, look at these people making wars and rumors of wars. Look at these little people running around killing each other. Oh my God, this is like a whole movie in this little microscope. A whole movie. There's always some sort of event on Earth. There's always some sort of event. Here we go again. Another episode of Earth. Another episode of Earth. I think I remember watching something where what was that? Was that a show of Earth? I think it was like a show. I don't know if it was The Simpsons or something. This is making me think now. I think there was some show where Earth had his own episode. It's crazy. But that's how I feel too. It's like, okay, there's some beings that are gigantic that looking at us, watching us on TV. Never ending series on Earth. There's always something going on. Holocaust, 300 years of slavery, all these events, man. Well, look, we got a new, we about to get a new president soon. Uh-oh. See the Kamala Harris or the other guy, Trump. Next time on the episode of Earth, Kamala Harris has just become the new United States president. OMG. What's gonna happen next? Oh my goodness, bro. It's like, man, it's crazy, man. This is what my brain thinks of sometimes. It's like, man, what is up, man? What is next? What is next? I mean, hey, I just gotta go to sleep right now and then wake back up and there's some more news. Here we go. But it is what it is. It is what it is right now. I'm just gonna live life and just sit here and understand that whatever life brings me in the future, if there is a future, it's gonna be what is. Everything is just is, and that's what I believe the Creator is. He just is. But all in all, this is Daniel of Noticetv. I thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far, thank you. Catch you guys later. If you guys and girls made it this far, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, take the time to subscribe to my YouTube page at Noticetv. That's all caps, NOTICE TV. I'll catch you later and may God bless you.